Hey, it's Dawn again. I just wanted to talk about how important it is to look after yourself, because if you don't look after yourself, then you can't look after your children properly. It's not saying, it's not being a bad parent. You've just got to have this time to yourself. I I don't know if any of you have been aware watching my Instagram, but I've been really ill this last week. Thursday night I couldn't breathe or anything, really breathless, and it turned out by the time I got to doctors on Friday morning that I'd got a really bad chest infection. I'm on steroids and antibiotics, some asthma as well. As you can still hear, my breathing's really bad, but it's partly down to all the stress, things that are going on, the stresses around us and everything, preparing for school, different things. There's so many different things going on, and we just think, oh, don't worry about ourselves, don't worry, don't do that, or we'll be all right, and put it off. And lucky enough this time I didn't. I went to doctor straight away, but we do tend to, oh well, I'm not too important, don't worry about myself, worry about the children. Well, we can't do the best for our children if we're not fit and well. I've been really bad at this year, because I've kept saying I can't do something because of looking after the children, one of the children or the other, especially Molly, when Molly's at home at the moment, and because her mental health is so bad, I haven't been able to leave the house to do many things alone. So things that with my condition, with my back condition, which is chronic scoliosis, degeneration of discs, I've got arthritis in my knee, and I've got fibromyalgia. So it's sort of plus the asthma. I have drugs. The only thing that keeps me going is my medication. But it gets to a point, if you keep on having the medication, it just doesn't work. You can up it and up and up it. You just go higher. So I have to try and do daily physio, or one of the things I do at the moment is try and go to the gym. And they've had like a program more for my mobility. I want to lose a lot of weight, but the side effect of medication is putting on weight. But if I don't take the medication, I can't do anything. I'll be in bed. So it's all a bit interlinked. So, but going to the gym, having that hour to myself, not only helps my body, it also helps my mind. And I've been struggling a lot of my mental health, especially recently, crying a lot, feeling like I just can't seem to do anything right, wanting to make everything perfect, try and sort everything out and wave my magic wand and everything be right again. It's just not going to happen. But so instead of spending time on myself, I was like thinking, oh well, I haven't got time to do that. And because we were so worried about Molly with her health and mental health especially, is that we've not been leaving her alone. So if I haven't been able to have someone to stay with her or anything, then I've not really been able to go out. And even then it's taken so much energy to get out, because I just wasn't thinking about myself. And then your mental health gets worse, and then you just can't be bothered more, and then it's harder and harder. So just want you to think that you must worry about yourself, especially as we're coming into the winter months, because it takes a bit more to get out. So, with your own conditions, there's a lot of us have got extra conditions that we deal with, even down to a lot of us have autism ourselves. I've not got it diagnosed. There's definitely traits that I've got and different things I've got going on there, but whether or not I haven't got a diagnosis, and I'm not really worried about getting a diagnosis on that for myself, but others will. But if we can't look after ourselves, do the things that we need to help relax, to re-evaluate how we feel and re-regulate. We need this time. It's really important, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it. You need, even if it's 10 minutes a day, just to phone a friend up and just speak on your own, because I don't know about you, how many times when you've gone to try and talk to a friend have you had someone coming and talking to you and asking you this, you've had this letter, could you do, what have you done for that? And we just need that time to ourselves, whether it's like I to try and go to the gym, go for a walk. I can't walk very easily. I'm on crutches, I'd have to go in a wheelchair, or I've got a mobility scooter, so I do get out and about, but obviously, you know, it's got to be able to be wheelchair friendly for me to go. There's times I'd love, you know, there's loads of things I'd love to do. I used to do loads of muddy walks this time of year. The cold gets to me, sitting around, waiting around, so that makes my condition worse. So really, it's doing what you can to keep yourself fit and healthy, body and mind. You know, your mind is important, is so important to look after, especially when you're dealing with, if any of these neurodiverse conditions are affecting your child's mental health, from not having a diagnosis to late diagnosis, or to not understanding what's going on, and you've got to deal with their outbursts, their aggression sometimes, the verbal and physical aggression. You've got to step away and have time to yourself, even if it's just to have a cup of tea and a chat to a friend, because you know, I wouldn't be here, you know, not that I haven't spent enough time on myself, thought that it wasn't important, and then your body comes to the point and says, well, if you're not going to look after yourself, I'm going to make you have to take it. And so instead of being able to do something nice, you just end up completely, you know, taken aback, and it takes longer to recover when you could have just had those 10 minutes of time, and a day or an hour or a week, whatever, however you want to do it. You need that me time. It's really important. So please just make sure you have some me time, just to look after yourself. I do apologise on how I look. I'm trying my best, considering I still don't feel great, but I thought it was so important to bring this across. You must look after yourself, guys, to help look after our children. We are important, and we are the people that are going to fight for our children, our families, so our partners. So we must, you know, you mustn't forget yourselves. It's so important. Anyway, I know I'm going on and on about the same thing, but so I think I'll go. So if you would like to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be great. Really looking forward to getting some new subscribers. And if you want to tell me about how having your children or partners or anything with neurodiverse conditions, how it affects you mentally, physically, if you've got any other conditions, please don't hesitate to comment, and I'll contact you. You can follow me on Instagram. I'll try and get some more bits up on Instagram now. I'm a bit better, but still can't do too much. Yeah, look forward to seeing you at the next video, and I apologise again for it not being a late video. Thank you, bye.